Hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be in the world today. It's Saturday around lunchtime here where I'm at. But I want to do a video. I said in my last one that I wasn't really directed into where I needed to go next with my videos. And a friend of mine on Facebook, Neo Anderson, and Light in the Darkness on YouTube, check him out, got some good videos, inspired me with something. And as many of you know, I am I love gnosis. I love learning. I love studying and seeking the light and separating the light from the darkness and things of this nature. And it wasn't a while back that I was actually quoting from the Kolbrin Bible, and I had one person basically, say this book was not created till a few years later and gave the thing and everything. Okay, basically he just did a Google search, went on Amazon, and found it. So I want to give a brief introduction to the Kolbrin Bible, and then I want to go into some chapters and read from this, especially 15. So here you go. Okay, the Kolbrin Bible is an ancient secular academic work. It offers alternative accounts to several stories from the Holy Bible and other wisdom texts. Previously named the Kolbrin, the work is now titled the Kolbrin Bible by the publisher. This is because the term Bible accurately defines the work and also its roots in civilizations and played in critical roles of this dissemination. Okay. Bible in Greek means books. It just means a collection. It does, we say Bible, we think it's Holy King James Bible. Bible just means collection of books, and that's what the Kolbrin is. It is a collection of books. In their day, hold on one second. The Phoenicians, traders, operated the most advanced fleets and ocean-going vessels in all the world. Before their fall to the Roman Empire, their principal trade routes stretched throughout the Mediterranean area, all along the shores of Western Europe up as far as north as Britain. Of note to this body of work, it is the Phoenicians import papyrus, can't pronounce that word, from Egypt, and sewed it aboard with ancient wisdom texts. In doing so, they distributed the earliest known variants of the Kolbrin Bible, and they called it the Great Book to their various ports of call. The Great Book was originally penned by Egyptian academics after the Exodus of the Jews, 1500 BCE. Its original 21 volumes were later translated using the 22-letter Phoenician alphabet. Okay, the only known copy of the Great Book to survive the millennia was the one exported to Britain by the Phoenicians in the 1st century. Regrettably, much of it was destroyed by Glastonbury Albi and was set ablaze in 1184 CE. The attack of the Albi was ordered by King Henry II after accused the Albi priests of being heretics. In other words, they had a book that they didn't recognize, and they wanted to destroy. Fearing for their lives, the Celtic priests of the Albi fled into hiding with the remains of the Great Book. There they translated the surviving translations to bronze sheets and stored them in the copper-clad wooden boxes. This effort became known as the Bronze Book. In the 18th century, the Bronze Book was merged with a Celtic wisdom text called the Code Book to become the Kolbrin Bible. Now, some other traditions and I can't verify these traditions. This can be verified, but the other stuff that I can't verify was some people believe that this was also known by the Essenes, also known by the Ebionite groups and stuff, and maybe actually was the Ebionite Bible. Can't prove that, but I know that's what the publisher has also included, that these were the original words of Jesus maybe, and who this man may have been, and the true stories that happened in Scripture, not the Holy Bible we have today. And, the true source of all creation, not Yahweh or, Allah, whatever, but the true source of creation. So this is what the Kolbrin Bible is, and this is what it looks like. If you want to see, Kolbrin Bible. There you go. And I got mine off Amazon. They're not that expensive, but it's full of different books and wisdom, and it gives me different aspects of understanding of the Creator. And within my journey and my walk, I start using logic and reasoning within my understanding. And this answers a lot of things to me that I need to understand. And I'm going to go here. I use the bookmarker, so it better be here. All right, the Kolbrin Bible, if you have one, go to GLN chapter 15. GLN is the name of the book, and I'm on the 15th chapter, and it's called The Voice of God. And I won't be able to do all this. I'm going to break it up in sections, so I'll do one today and then maybe one Wednesday or whatever. But we're going to talk about what the Kolbrin Bible says about the source. So be patient with me as we go. The voice of God came out of the heavens unto his servants, even before the days of Wanus. But in those days it was come to certain of his devoted ones, who heard it within the cavern of visions. Afterwards each wrote it down according to his own hearing, and lo, when they came together, it was seen that each had recorded the same words. And it had seen that each had recorded the same words, thus the things which were heard by the three, and set down by them in writing, all being agreed alike, are things recorded forever. 15:2. Here's the first one. I am the voice of God, who is the God of all men and rulers of the hearts. I have many aspects and come differently to all men. I am the gods of many faces. To you, my servant, I give these words, that they may be carried to all men. Obey my commandments, and I will be your God. I will enlighten and instruct you, guided you along the way. I desire your love and your loyalty, your adherence to my plans, but I do not desire your servility. In other words, I don't want you to be a servant or a slave to me. I am not only your God, but your commander, as well as so I expect obedience and discipline as benefits those who prepare for harsh and grim battles, such as those which lie ahead. 15:3. My desire is for love rather than futile sacrifice of burnt offerings. But it should not be passive love, but one expressing service in my cause. A certain knowledge of right and wrong, with free choice of the former, is of greater value in my sight than pointless ritualistic worship. I desire no pleasure from the wasteful shedding of blood from bulls and lambs. I gain nothing from the fat of sheep and the flesh of goats. I am the creator of all. So what can man give that would increase my greatness? Men are misled if they believe that their sin can be purged by vain rituals. Only active goodness can obliterate the stain of sin. Ooh, you are the corrector of your own things. You are the only one that can fix you. Wow. We're going to read this next one and then we'll stop and talk. 15:4. Men approach me in fear. They come to me in servility. They beg forgiveness for their sins and request my help in worldly matters. To sing my praises is their excuse for coming into places made sacred unto me. But they come wanting something, be it only reassurance. With this attitude towards me, do you wonder why I remain mute before their pleas? Bring me no more vain offerings of flesh and blood, for such wastefulness of life is an offense to the God of life. What benefits do I derive from all your feasts and your festivals? Give me dedication and effort. That is all I ask, and above all, true to yourself. For I abhor the face of hypocrisy, the face now all too familiar when men approach me. Let's read another one. 15:5. Men bring me meat and wine, fine flour, wheaten cakes, thinking I can consume these, and that and that I have no need of substance. I would be far better off served with these to be given to the widow and to the orphan, to the multitudes of poor whom you suffer to exist in your midst. Poverty is man-made. It's not God-made, it's man-made. And it is not sufficient for the wealthy to give alms to the poor. Those with power and positions, with wealth and plenty, must strike at the root of poverty. If they fail to do this, the alms they give have no merit in my sight. Wow. One more. I know I keep on saying that. 15:6. Your solemn assemblies, your ridiculous processions, your long faces, and you're basically your blain expressions with no gladness to my heart. Your life and food benefit me in no way at all. Men themselves may derive benefit from these, but the hypocrisy when they proclaim they do this in my name, it is not hidden from me. So basically, we'll sum this first thing up and then we'll start on 7 next time. We're seeing here a picture of the Creator that is totally opposed that of, the Bible, the Bible that many of us know today, the Torah, the writings, Psalms, and the New Testament. Although you see hints of this Creator that we're talking about now. You see hints in there when in the Tanakh when the voice says, I never desired sacrifice. I don't need your sacrifice. I don't need your feast. I don't need these. And it's always explained off. But you see hints of this Creator that we read about within those texts. So, as we start this series, what I'm trying to do is not get you to, turn away from your whatever. I'm trying to help you open your minds to understand that, first of all, you are responsible for your own sins. You are responsible for making that up. In other words, if you sin, goodness and kindness is what how you break that mode. I know the movie Groundhog Day, it is Groundhog Day. That's why I'm saying that. The only way he could break out of the Groundhog Day was to do good and to do positive things. So that's what I'm asking, telling you too. So if you don't have this Bible, hold on one second, I got some interference here. If you don't have this Bible, you can probably look it up online and get a PDF or something like that. But if you want a good source of understanding the biblical accounts from another angle, from another view, I recommend the Kolbrin Bible. Is it the ultimate Bible of truth? No. I'm sure there's problems with this too. But for a balance between my Gnostic books that I love so much and, the scriptures that we have today, and the Kolbrin gives me another side of this. Because it says in the first thing we read, I am the God of many faces. I am the God of many faces. So there's no problem. It's no problem at all that people in Egypt saw him as something, and then the Norse saw him as Odin or Thor or whatever, or the Cherokee Indians saw him as the Great Spirit. God is God of many faces. And the thing is he just wants us to do good is what he wants. So this is the first part of this. And I hope you come back for the second one, because I tell you, this book right here, these chapters that Neo, our Light in the Darkness, gave me today is life-changing. And it fits in with everything with Gnosis and the source and seeking within, because within is the only way we can find forgiveness of sins, is through forgiveness of our brain. In other words, forgetfulness and forgetting and just moving on. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is where we're going to be for a while, the Kolbrin Bible. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll keep on keeping on. See what's coming next. Thank you.